Hi, everyone. I am so jazzed to record another video of one of our great student case results and what have you. So we have Colin Wong, today, and he's basically going to just share a little bit of his experiences, working with the College Prep Pro. And Colin K, nice. How are you, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm great. I'm so happy to get into colleges after all this time. It's feeling
Awesome,
good.
awesome, awesome. So we're going to obviously at
Yeah.
the very tail end, you're going to get to share the amazing results you achieved. So what we're going to
Yeah.
do, we're just going to dive in, with no further ado. So if you recall, Colin, we basically tell us a little bit, tell us a little bit about some of the challenges, the concerns, the anxieties that you may have experienced about the college planning and the college application process prior to us meeting.
Yeah. So at the time, I was super lost. I had like no idea where to even start with colleges. I didn't know the type of activity they should have. I didn't know what I wanted to go into. I didn't know what I needed to have in order to get into colleges. So in general, I think I was just lost. I wasn't sure what I needed to have. It was a little scary, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, that's very often, Colin, the case of a lot of students during this process. So, tell us, you were you a freshman or sophomore? Just remind me. I think were you a freshman or sophomore when
I
you?
think I was at the beginning of my sophomore year
Yes.
at the
Okay.
time. Yes.
Yeah. And for those who are listening, what I've definitely found over the last 2 decades is there's definitely a sweet spot as to when ideally to begin the college prep process, and that sweet spot typically is the end of the eighth grade to around the sophomore year. So, Colin your timing was impeccable because as Colin's going to share with you, starting early allowed him to be able to really implement a lot of the college planning and admission strategies that he is going to talk about. So at the time in your sophomore year, Colin, were you aware of what your major was, what your major will be, or were you still kind of, as you said, lost?
I really didn't know. There weren't really any subjects at school like science, math, English that I particularly loved. Everything I was just okay with. So, unlike most of my other friends or classmates who were generally going into like science direction, I personally had no clue.
Got it. Got it. So in other words, most of your friends were going into STEM,
Yes.
assuming that you kind of had a sense that that was perhaps not your direction, or were you still uncertain whether you go STEM or non-STEM?
I knew that it wasn't my path to take.
Got
I
it.
was, yeah,
Got
I
it.
knew from the start that that was
Got it.
not what I was meant for.
Got it. So please share, with the viewers. You knew that you were not going STEM.
Yes.
Please walk us through, walk the viewers through how did you come to, as we started working together, how did you come to identify what your major was?
So I used the process of elimination pretty much. So I think you helped me a lot with this was you asked me questions about my interests, what things I liked at school, certain subjects, what things I didn't like. And I was able to eliminate things like I didn't like my science classes a whole lot. I didn't love, STEM related things, engineering related things. And then also I discovered that I generally have strong people skills. I'm decent, I'd say, at talking with people,
Yes.
reading the room. And I also like certain classes that were business related. And
Yeah.
so that kind of helped me decide on business.
Got it. Okay. So through a process of elimination, and also reflecting on some of your interest and skills and abilities, you then locked in and decided on business. Excellent. Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
So, if you may recall, we both met during a college planning discovery session, with your parents, if you recall. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, what was it about the content and information that was disseminated during that session that inspired you and your parents to enroll in our program?
So I think the main thing for me and my parents was that we could tell you had a lot of experience
Mm.
with helping students get into their colleges, their dream colleges. You've had a lot of success in the past, And I knew that you were going to help me and use a lot of that wisdom you've gained in the past to help me with my personal experience. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you very much. Very kind of you to share that. So, as we in essence started working together, what would you say, Colin, were the big highlights, working in our college planning and admission program, the big highlights, okay, that you feel helped you the most?
I think you helped me with organizational, like organizing my thoughts, organizing my activities. You gave me the resource and guidance to add certain activities or like start certain activities, add it to my activity list, whether it be my sports training business or I'm getting business related internships and other things like that. Also with my essays, you helped me organize my thoughts with there, helping me accumulate a lot of random thoughts that I had for our essays and help me combine it into one cohesive essay that also retained a lot of my business expertise, I guess, and like experiences and things like that.
Yeah. Awesome. 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 Now, as you remember, we focused on helping you implement four key college planning standout strategies to help you stand out at some of your dream colleges. One, of course, if you as you recall, was helping you identify your unique college admission theme, which consisted of your hooks, your academic interests, i.e., business, and your core values and so forth. The second, okay, was helping you, identify, cultivate, and build out and leverage your individual student brand. The third, of course, was networking with college admission offices, and a key one also, the fourth, was helping you identify your pet project, helping you, in essence, identify, build it out, and then leverage it. Could you speak to one or all four of these strategies that and specifically the one or two that you felt really moved the needle the most when it came to you ultimately getting admission into your dream colleges?
Yes, I think the first and the last strategy helped me the most. So that was building my unique college admission theme and also building my pet project. So with
Yeah.
the theme, as I said before, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And even when I figured I wanted to go into business, I wasn't sure on how to, create my theme of business within my application. And so you helped me like you guided me a lot with the activities I should take, with the way I write my essays and the different business aspects I should include in those essays. Um, and I think it helped show the colleges that I'm dedicating myself to the subject and I
Yes.
would dedicate it further at their university. And I think that was a huge help. And
Awesome.
the
Awesome.
other
Please.
thing was the pet project.
Yes.
And I think you helped a ton with that too. And like I said with the theme, it helped me focus my theme, and it was really, I think, the foundation of my college list, of the activities list, especially in the business aspect, because it showed the colleges that I'm able to use my interest in business in helping positively impact the people around me.
Yeah. So in other words, you just briefly, in terms of the pet project, um, why do you think it really made a big difference? How did you come up with the? I remember we worked on this very carefully.
Yes.
How did we come up? Okay, I mean, I know, but for the sake of the viewers, okay, share a little bit how we came up, okay, or how you came up with the idea of your very specific, pet project, okay, and how do you feel that it really made potentially, okay, the most definitive, impact on you ultimately getting admission into your dream colleges?
Yeah. So for the pet project, I know a lot of science people, even my friends that were working with you, wanted to do research based things. Since I was doing business, I knew I wanted to do something, of course, related to creating a business. And
Yes.
so during COVID, before we met, I helped train my younger brother and some of his friends in basketball during quarantine when people weren't going out as much. And so I kind of wanted to leverage off of that and extend what I had done during COVID and actually establish a business. And reach out to the other youth in my community and create a business. And I think that really helped turn the needle within my application because, of course, creating an actual business shows colleges that I am dedicated and also what's the word? I, I put a lot of effort into my things. I have ideas and other things like that, and I can talk to other people and I can organize my thoughts into one business, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it clearly shows your commitment, your dedication,
Yes.
your the impact, you know.
Yes.
But also, it was a business that aligned to a skill and a passion, which was sports, you know.
Yes. Yeah. 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 That as well. Yes.
Yeah, which, by the way, for the viewers, this is a very important thing. The entire process is really identifying activities and project and a project or a research project that are in a line, but basically are very, meaningful to you, the student, because one of the things that we have definitely found over the years is that so many strong students. I mean, Colin, you were strong on paper. You know,
Yes.
you had a very high GPA. You had a very high, you have a high, SAT score. But as we all know, a lot of those students who have high GPAs, even sometimes stellar test scores, solid transcripts, and a seemingly strong bio, they get rejected left and right. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I bet you, okay, you've had from some of your friends who, had those strong numbers, but yet didn't get in, correct?
100% correct. Yes.
There you go. So it's like the proof is in the pudding, okay? So
Yeah.
the point though is a lot of those students, and this is something I really, really, really want to stress, all right, to those who are watching, those students, all right, who on the surface you will think we're getting to the dream colleges. They have the amazing, grade point average. They have an amazing, SAT or ACT score, a solid transcript, sometimes, 11 or 12, APs or college level courses, and what you think on the surface of solid bio, they are what I call clones. And the
Yes.
reason I call them clones is because they frankly all look alike in that they do not, they have not really focused, they've gone through the process that, Colin outlined, but they haven't really focused on a passion and an air or activities that are truly meaningful to them. They're kind of like a jack of all trade,
Yes. Yes.
You probably know a few of those, Collins.
I do. It's very
Okay.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, you're smiling and laughing, but you resonate. That's just the reality, okay?
Uh-huh.
These are students that, they do everything under the sun, thinking that's going to help them stand out. But we all know. I mean, Colin, obviously you're now aware, okay, that's just not the case. So, as we basically about to come to a landing, okay, Colin, okay, please share with us. So I'm just so excited for you. Please share with us the amazing colleges you got into. Starting maybe just start off all right from some of the schools, the second tier, and build up, of course, okay, to your dream colleges.
Of course. Okay. So the few of the private schools I've been admitted to, I got admitted to Santa Clara University, Wesleyan University. I actually was admitted to every single UC. That includes UCLA and UC Berkeley. I got into USC Marshall, which is USC's business school, and then I was also admitted to Emory University. But the school that I'm going to commit to is, or likely to commit to, is UC Berkeley Haas, which is UC Berkeley's business school.
Woo! I'm a tad bit biased, clearly. And as all okay, those of viewers who are listening, when it comes to business, in the field of business, Haas and Marshall are the best of the best B schools out there, the best business programs, And so again, just congratulations, Colin.
Thank
That's
you so much.
so awesome. As we land, okay, where tell us a little bit where you're now in your college, journey. It's basically ended and you're about to wrap up, okay, your high school, but even more importantly, Colin, okay, please share with us, okay, how have you personally grown over the years through this process?
So within my college journey now, obviously, I'm pretty much over. I'm just have to click the yes button. So honestly, right now, I'm just soaking in all the glory, all of the my hard work, finally coming in. Yes. But I think the personal growth was it was a lot. It was the most growth I think I've ever had in my life. The college admissions process kind of helped me figure out who I am, what I'm interested in, what I want to do in my future. It helped me put that down on paper and also helped me organize my own thoughts. And I think that was a blessing in disguise.
Completely. You clearly shared about clarity. You gain clarity through the process about
Yes.
your values, what's important to who you are, as a human
Uh-huh.
being, your talents, your skills, and what have you. That's very powerful. Clarity is power because a lot of young people and adults don't have that clarity.
Yes.
Um, one last thing, okay. We've talked a lot about mindset.
Hmm.
Briefly speak to that, okay? And how were you able to build your mindset, and how do you feel mindset really help you achieve these wonderful, okay, admission results?
I know you speak a lot about this through the process, having the mindset, first of all, that you are competitive, that you will succeed, but also that you need to dedicate yourself and you need to be hardworking in order to succeed. I think I went through ups and downs through this process, but you really helped me, focus on my goals, set my goal. I know you helped a lot with like building a calendar, having like a really structured schedule, and just making sure everything you need gets done. And I think that was probably one of the most helpful things you did for me. It helped me build a structured and a hardworking mindset that I needed to succeed in the college application process.
That's that's awesome. That's awesome. And please,
Yeah.
it's something that you're going to take throughout your entire life and
Yes, of
succeed with it.
course. Yes.
Mindset plus skills. Okay, I mean, you're going to be untouchable, Colin.
Yeah.
So, Colin, as we wrap up, as a student, would you recommend, the services of the College Prep Pro to other parents and students? In other words, would you recommend my services, and if so, why?
I would. Um, I know for a lot of high school students, a lot of people don't really know where they're going or like what direction they should take or what should they even do with the college admissions process. And even if they do have a clue, it helps a lot to have someone right there guiding you, helping you especially with as you who have a lot of experience, it helps a ton. And I think that that is essential um, when you are applying to colleges. And I would totally recommend your service to anyone who asks.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you so much. I really
of
appreciate
course.
that. I mean,
Mhm.
from the heart, I thank you. Excellent. As we wrap up, Colin, any final thoughts?
I just wanted to say thank you to you for helping me succeed in this journey. And yeah, of course. Yes,
Love it.
that's it.
I love it. I love it. I love, 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 love it. Okay. I mean, it just inspires me to know and see where you were, undecided, with the doubts and just the incredible amount of clarity of who you are as a young, phenomenal young being, you know what I'm saying? Then clarity and the mindset and the skills and the confidence, okay, that you're going to march on and achieve, okay, whatever you set your mind to. I just love it. Just remember,
Mhm.
okay, and I know you already know this because part of our philosophy, okay, make sure you pay it forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I love you, man. It's just being just a joy, okay, working with you, Colin. Okay. So for those of you watching, okay, I'm going to sign off at this point. Okay. God bless. Hope you gleaned some great nuggets of wisdom and from Colin and what have you. God bless and talk to you soon. Bye bye.